The first saying of Jesus comes in Luke chapter 23, verse 34. I'm going to read the verse, starting in verse 32. It says, "Two other men, both criminals, were also led out with him to be executed. When they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified him there, along with the criminals, one on his right and the other on his left. Jesus said, 'Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing.' And they divided up his clothes by casting lots." This is a passage that, when you sit with it and recognize how Jesus forgives, you see, him embodying the cross that he's on, that he offers forgiveness for the world, but even in the midst of his suffering, he forgives the ones that are causing his suffering. And this is a hard one. Forgiveness is very difficult. And one of the things that in the Christian tradition that I think we have to remember is while it's hard to forgive, we need to have the desire to forgive. So think about it this way: if you can't forgive someone, pray for the desire to forgive. And if you struggle to have the desire to forgive, pray for the desire to forgive. And ultimately what we do is we start where we are, and we lift that up to God and say, "God, move us closer towards the cross, towards being a people who are forgiving." I don't know what you're struggling with and what people have done to you that needs forgiving, but we often hold ourselves within an open cell, holding ourselves prisoner when all we have to do is walk through the door. Forgiveness is often the door we must walk through in order to free ourselves from the bondage we've placed ourselves in. So the questions I want to ask you, what does it mean to forgive? Who in your life needs forgiveness from you? And that's one of the struggles with this, is they don't know that they need forgiving sometimes. But you still need to offer it. So who is it that needs forgiveness from you? And I want to ask a different question. What is it in your life right now that you need to forgive yourself for? Because often we hold ourselves captive to the things we've done. Sit with this text. Sit on the cross with Jesus and look down at those who are crucifying him, and forgive them the way that Jesus did. And then look at your relationships and start working on forgiveness.